Hi, this is Dawn, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make easy sugar-free granola. This granola is perfect for people like me who are trying to avoid sugar. It makes a quick, healthy, and yummy breakfast when paired with milk, or yogurt and fruit, or you can combine it with fruit and whipped cream to make a healthy, quick dessert. So let's get started. First, let's go over the ingredients you'll need. About 5 cups of rolled oats, not quick oats. I prefer rolled oats because they are crunchier, chewier, and higher in fiber. About 1 to 1.5 cups of nuts. I'm using pecan pieces and whole unroasted almonds, but you can use any combination of nuts that you like. Spices, I use 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, a half a teaspoon of ginger, and a pinch of salt. But again, you can adjust all of that to taste. An optional ingredient that I'll be using today is half a cup of apple juice. If you're new to sugar-free cooking, I recommend that you use it, just for some sweetness. However, I found that I like this granola just fine without it. I don't drink apple juice, so if I have it left over, it just goes bad, and I found it's just easier to not include it. Finally, about half a cup to 1 cup of some kind of mild flavored oil. Today I'll be using canola oil. Sunflower oil or safflower oil would also be good, or even just plain vegetable oil. No olive oil or any other strong flavored type of oil. Next, let's look at the hardware that you'll need. 1 baking sheet lined with aluminum foil for easy cleaning. A set of measuring cups and spoons, at least the first time you make it. I find later you can generally just eyeball the ingredients. A rubber spatula, and an oven preheated to 350 degrees. Okay, let's start making. First, we'll scoop out 5 cups of oats onto the baking sheet, and then the 1 to 1.5 cups of nuts. Next, sprinkle on the 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and half a teaspoon of ginger, and a pinch of salt. I like to mix all the dry ingredients together at this point. Next, if you're using it, pour on the half cup of apple juice. You'll see here I'm using a dry measuring cup to measure my fluids. You're not really supposed to do that, but whatever. Now, drizzle on the oil, half a cup if you used the juice, and closer to 1 cup if you didn't. Now mix everything thoroughly together with a rubber spatula. Don't use a spoon or it will rip the foil. To see if you've used enough oil, pick up oats from a couple different places on the sheet. And if they're dry, you need more oil. You want just enough oil to coat all the oats. Now we put the pan in the warmed up oven and set the kitchen timer for 10 minutes. When the timer goes off, take the granola out and stir it. And set your timer for 10 more minutes. When the timer goes off a second time, stir the granola again, and set the timer for 5 to 10 more minutes. The granola will be done after about 25 to 30 minutes total baking time when it's golden brown like this. To make sure it's done, I like to take a piece of oatmeal and break it in half. If it's crisp, like these are, then it's done. And if it bends, just cook for another 5 minutes or so. Then let the granola cool completely on the counter. And finally put it in an airtight container like this one for storage. It'll last about a week. And that's easy sugar-free granola. I adapted this recipe from one I found on radiantrecovery.com/recipes. This site has a lot of great sugar-free recipes and other advice for cutting sugar out of your diet. I'll include the link in the description below the video. I'd also like to thank my friend Chris for being my videographer and my friend Alice for letting us use her beautiful kitchen. Thanks for watching.